Let's create a planner using our micro succulents that we created in a video tutorial on Facebook. So you're simply going to cut down your floral stem wire using wire cutters. And you don't need it very long to insert it into a styrofoam. Just enough to make sure you can bend it around your planner depending on the shape of your planner. Here I reused a bunny planter that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. I'm sorry, the Dollar Spot at Target. So you could see where I removed a previous flower. So I'm just trying to figure out my arrangements. I already had all my succulents created. And play around with your placement. As you see, I just continue to move it around. I wasn't sure if I was going to use the small stones I purchased from Dollar Tree. I did not end up using them in mine, but you may in yours, or perhaps some moss would work. I used 2 different shades of green cardstock, and I inked the tips with the seedless preserves. The leaves I chose to use, I did have a few of them sitting there, but because I wasn't sure, but I just ended up using the A Very Merry Maker's Weekend mini flower bundle leaf, as noted on the supply list at the beginning of this video. I do style them by running my Metaball stylus over the leaves to lift them up. Again, I'm still playing around where I want my leaves placed and my succulents. So as you can see, I just roll the Metaball stylus to shape each of them, and I do flip them over so they go different directions. And I also use my fingers for the placement. And it's all about where am I going to place the leaves and all the different succulent sizes that I chose to use. The hardest part is adding your first succulent or your first leaf. Once I get that done, then I feel a lot better. So I did take a piece of 20 gauge wire. I always keep some in my stash. I added some hot glue to the stem of the leaf, and I just attached the wire. This will allow me to bend the leaf into shape. I did not glue 2 leaves together. I simply just glued that piece of wire, and then I cut it down to a smaller size. Again, shape it. And I added just a hint of some purple seedless preserves distress oxide to give it the look of a true succulent. So I went back and added it to one of my leaves I had inserted into the planner. So I do recommend adding your ink prior to inserting it into the planner. And I don't add the purple all over, just on different spots of the leaf. And then I'm just shaping the leaves, pulling some of them apart. So I chose to use 3 of them, placed almost in a triangular shape. And again, it depends. Here I had bunny ears to work around, but it's coming together. Sometimes I didn't press it down just to make sure I was happy with the placement. Again, you're just cutting down your wire that we use when creating the succulent. Just enough to bend it to the angle that you would like. I'm just going to continue to add my succulents and color or ink my leaves until I'm happy with the full arrangement. But it's that simple of creating your arrangement. And I like to use an odd number of succulents.